I want to thank the Senator Blumenthal and Senator Blackburn for holding this subcommittee hearing. And as the witnesses can see, our colleagues are well-informed and very anxious to get legislative fixes to things that they think are crucial to protecting individuals and protecting people's privacy. So I want to thank them for that. Yesterday, Motherboard Vice had an article that basically the headline was location data from GPS data from apps are given even when people have opted out. So basically, I'm going to enter this for the record unless there's objection, but, quote, the news highlights a stark problem that smartphone users, that they can't actually be sure if some apps are respecting their explicit preferences around data sharing. The data transfer presents an issue for the location data companies themselves. So basically, these companies are reporting information about location even when people have explicitly opted out. And so they're continuing to collect this information. That is what the report of researchers and Motherboard found. So I have a question. Do you believe that location data is sensitive data and should be collected only with consumers' consent? So all the witnesses, please.
Yes, Senator, we agree.
Yes, Senator, agree.
Yes, Senator. And for users, they have access to their account under My Activity in My Account and can modify their settings, delete their history, and things of that nature. It's all just one click away.
So any federal privacy law should make sure that that's adhered to. I see a nod. Is that?
Yes, Senator.
Yes, Senator.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Do any of you share location data with the company that's in this article? It's Huck, I think, H-U-K. They're a major data.
Senator, I've never heard of that company. I'm not aware.
Okay.
Senator, I'm not aware of the company, but we also don't collect GPS data.
Well, you would be affiliated with them in some way. I mean, they're getting this information anyway. So I'm sorry, the last witness, if you, do you know?
Senator, I'm also not aware of the company.
Okay, maybe you can help us for the record on this so that we know. But this is exactly what the public is frustrated about and concerned about, particularly when harm can be done. That, you know, they go to a website, they say to the website, I don't want my sensitive information to be shared, and then there's this conglomerate of data gathering on top of that that's not honoring those wishes as it relates to the interface with those apps. So this is, I think, exactly why we need a strong privacy law and why we should, protect consumers on this. In the Facebook hearing we had this discussion about advertising and the issue of whether advertisers knew exactly what the content was they were being advertised. Now, I get that, we're also seeing a migration of major companies like Procter & Gamble and others who are moving off of the internet because they're like, I'm done with it. I don't want my ad because it's now run by a system. I don't want my ad just appearing next to certain kinds of content. And so, but what was more startling is that there may be actual deceptive practices here where people are saying, oh, this content is this, when in reality it is something else. In some of these cases we just discussed with Facebook, objectionable hate speech and content that we don't even think should be online, and yet that's not what the advertisers knew. So on your websites, do advertisers know what content they're being placed next to?
So, Senator, I can respond to your question. Yes, our advertisers do know where their advertisements show up. And as I had mentioned, Discover, which is that closed, curated garden, those advertisements appear next to publishers and verified users that we have hand-selected to allow to appear. So on a platform like Snapchat, there is no broadcast disinformation or hate speech, and that's why I think Snapchat is, in fact, a very appealing place for advertisers because they know their advertisements will be placed next to safe content.
Mr. Beckerman?
Yes, Senator. Advertisers come to TikTok in particular because our content is known for being so authentic and uplifting and fun, and we see ads that are very much like TikTok videos, which are the same themes.
Ms. Miller?
Senator, we have worked with our advertising partners over the years to make sure that they have trust in the fact that advertising on YouTube is safe for their brands, in the same way that we have worked significantly to make sure that users themselves have a safe experience on the platform. And the advertising associations have recognized the work that we have done in the space so that their brands are safe on the platform.
Thank you. I'll probably have a follow-up on this, but Senator Lee?